Trump has done it. He has become the president of the United States, 2024 edition. Been president once, then the second time he did not get through, which, is debatable. And the third time he basically destroyed Kamala Harris. So it's pretty funny because each time Trump faced a woman, he won, and then he lost, right, to Biden. So it's kind of funny how liberals are going to spin that up and just kind of make Trump into something he's not. But just something to point out. It's kind of funny. Anyway, today's video, we're just going to be talking about the elections a little bit, talking about the battleground states, and just, giving some insights into, what holds for Bitcoin, as of right now. So if you think that's interesting, you know what to do. Hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, go to cryptollc.org. If you're looking to buy Bitcoin, sell Bitcoin, you want to jump in with us at North Dakota. So our construction has started there, and all the good stuff. So cryptollc.org. And before we get started, Bitcoin saves your wealth and Jesus Christ saves your soul. I'm walking around at one of the beaches here in Florida. So when the election started up, right before, actually, let me rewind. Before we got to the actual election date, there's a lot of battleground states. The polls are coming out for them, and it was showing like Kamala up like 1 point, or it was tied. Trump and Kamala were tied. And I looked at that and I was like, okay, if Trump is tied at, 1 week before the elections with Kamala, that means he's really destroying her, because a lot of Trump supporters are too scared to answer a poll, right? There's discrimination against Trump supporters. Just Trump supporters are being persecuted for their beliefs, for what they stand for. So people don't want to be called all those names that Trump is called, right? The R word, the S word, all those bad words that they call Trump. People don't want to be called that, so they just pretend, you know what, I'm independent. I'm going to make up my mind later. Or they're going to say, I don't support Trump, all of that stuff. And they probably would actually lie, or they won't answer the poll at all. So if Kamala is tied, that means he's destroying her. And that's what my video I had out about like 5 days ago, where I said that if he's tied, he's destroying her by a couple of points. And that's exactly what happened. You guys see Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, he annihilated her, right? He annihilated her by like 1, 2, 3%. Now we're getting Arizona and Nevada that's going to be coming out here soon. They're still haven't been called yet, but they will be any day now. So by the time I probably post this video, they'll probably be called. So for those two states, again, he is going to destroy her by like 1, 2 points. So this looks to be a absolute annihilation. It's basically an annihilation. All of the independent states, or have a majority of independent states, of independence, I mean, and all the swing states, all those states are all voted basically for Trump. So that's all positive. That's very, very good for Bitcoin. That's very good for the U.S. economy. And I wanted to point out another thing. If you guys are thinking, well, how is this going to benefit Bitcoin, right? I'll point out another quick fact here. If you guys watched the Bitcoin price when it was about like 10 p.m. Eastern time, 9, 10 p.m. around there, I think maybe even like 8 p.m. If you guys watched the Bitcoin price, when the market started realizing that Trump is probably going to win, did you guys see Bitcoin go up? Right, it went up to like 75, 76,000, went up really, really fast, because the market started realizing Trump's going to win. And why would they do that? Why would Bitcoin go up? Because they know Trump is good for the economy. That's why. They know that Trump is good for the economy. And you saw stocks are up, Bitcoin's up, and all of that. So it's very, very positive. It's very, very positive for the U.S. economy. So yeah, Trump won. So a couple of reasons why I think Kamala lost is throughout the whole entire campaign, the whole messaging of Kamala was, vote for me because I'm not Trump. That's not a policy, right? That's not a policy. That's like a ideological, call. You're basically calling people. That's an ideological call. You're saying, hey, vote for me because I'm Kamala and I'm on the Democratic side, a Democrat side, right? That's her whole entire campaign, which is pathetic, and that's not how you run a campaign, but that's exactly what she did. On Trump, on the other hand, Trump was coming out and saying, vote for me because I'm going to make the economy better. Okay, that sounds good. Vote for me because I'm going to remove taxes from tips. Okay, that's good too. Vote for me because I'm going to increase the child tax credit, right? Vote for me because I'm going to stop the wars in Ukraine, and now he's talking about maybe even stopping it in Israel. Vote for me because I'm not going to start any wars, right? You see how all of those things is what interests people. But obviously the most important one, the absolute most important one, and I think this applies to all countries on the planet, right? The most important one is vote for me because you'll have more money in your pocket at the end of the day. Vote for me because I'm going to create better jobs. I'm going to increase pay and all that stuff. Obviously, you can have issue with the fact, like, well, can you actually do those things? Or you can say, well, Trump is just making it up, or he can't actually do it, or it's impossible. That's a different subject. The fact that that's what he's saying he will do as president, and the way he says he's going to do that is he's going to he's going to reduce taxes, which actually will put more money in your pocket. Not only for individuals, right, but for businesses and corporations and all of that. So that's his, right, that's his plan for how he's going to run the United States. And Kamala's plan is vote for me because I'm black. Vote for me because I'm Indian. Vote for me because I'm a woman. Vote for me because I'm not Trump. Vote for me because democracy, right? Democracy. Vote for me because democracy. Those are not policies. That is childish talking points. That's like little kid stuff. You know, they need to grow up over there on the Democrat side and bring over some policies and stop talking stupid. So they lost, and they deserved to lose. And so yeah, that's good. It's positive. And then in the next 4 years, it's going to be a new president. Hopefully, it's going to be J.D. Vance. And you know, we'll see how it goes here with these 4 years. If J.D. Vance actually, you know, is firm and it's tough, because Washington D.C. is going to try to turn him into a rhino. So basically, he's just going to turn into the same old Republicans that Trump is trying to get rid of. Hopefully that does not happen. Hopefully he's tough, very, very tough, and he's very firm in what he believes in, and so he won't be overturned like that. So it's very tough. You know, I think it's very hard to find people like that. Trump has proved that he is that. We'll see if J.D. Vance is. And so hopefully if he is, he learns from Trump these 4 years, as when hopefully he runs, he becomes president. And basically it's just Trump 2.0 for another 4 years, and then he runs another time, so it'll be another 8 years. So best case scenario, we get 4 now. We already got the 4 now, and then we're gonna have another 8 later. So that's gonna be 12 years, you know. And you know, hopefully by that time, Democrats, after losing 3 elections in a row, will start realizing, you know what, we should stop talking about the R word, stop talking about the S word. You know, don't call half the country garbage. And then at that point, you know, maybe we can start winning elections when we actually have policies. When we come out and say, you know what, like, this is a good talking point for Democrats, or like a good policy for Democrats. They can come out and say, you know what, let's remove income tax. Vote for me, Democrat, let's say. I'm going to remove income tax, like all of it. You know, 0 income tax. See? Then you'll win an election right there. Just that one thing. Just say, I'm going to remove income tax, and you'll win the election. Because that's what people care about. You know, by the way, it's unconstitutional anyway. Remove the income tax, and then you win the election, right? And after that, lower down the corporate tax, get rid of the capital gains tax, get rid of the inheritance tax, and lower regulations. And then you'll actually challenge Republicans, right? You'll challenge them because you'll say, I'm being more capitalist than you are. So vote for me because I'm going to have more money in your pocket, you know, average citizen. And people will, most likely, vote for you. So that's one thing they can do. But obviously, for them to do that, that goes against their ideology. And we know the Democrats are basically ideologues. You know, they don't stand for policy. They just have a feelings-based ideology. It's kind of like a cult, you know. It's kind of like a cult. And it's kind of the same thing with Republicans. The old school rhino Republicans, they are also like a cult, you know. Talk about things that they're never going to fix, pretend they're going to fix them every single 4 years, promise they'll fix them, and then they won't, because obviously they can't fix them. If they do, then they don't have a talking point in the next election. So they can't fix them. They can only talk about fixing them. You know, what I'm talking about right now is I'm talking about immigration, the border problem, right? You just got to keep talking about it, but not ever actually fix it. So hopefully Trump will actually fix it. But the other Republicans, like before Trump, they were never planning to fix it. They want to just talk about it to get you to vote for them, and then they'll never fix it. They'll just keep it like that forever. Anyway, so that's the video today. So congratulations to everyone that was voting for Trump. Congratulations to all the Bitcoiners. You may not know it now, but Trump is better for Bitcoin. You might be a liberal that loves Bitcoin. It's very rare. But if you are, Trump is better for Bitcoin. So either way, you'll thank me later. That's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys like it. Until next time. Bye-bye.